Face masks are no longer required on public transit across the state. This just hours after Chicago officials told CTA and Metra riders to keep masking up. WTTW News reporter Heather Cherone joins us now with more. Heather, I'm glad you don't have whiplash. You can explain this to us. So Governor Pritzker issued a revised executive order earlier today. Explain to us exactly what this means for Illinois residents.
Well, the series of events started yesterday when a federal judge in Florida ruled that the Centers for Disease Control acted improperly in implementing a mask mandate nationwide on public transportation. So that's airplanes, trains, buses, and ride-hailing vehicles. So once that happened and the Biden administration did not immediately appeal that ruling, everything seemed to be in flux. Now, this morning, Dr. Allison Arwady had her weekly online Q&A with people concerned about COVID, and she said that the CTA was going to continue to require masks because there was a state executive order requiring that. But that only lasted a couple more hours.
Okay, so the revised order came a day after a U.S. district judge it struck down the nationwide mandate, but also just hours, as you said, after Chicago Public Health Commissioner Dr. Allison Arwady said masks are to be worn on public transit through the end of the month. Can you give us sort of a timeline of how these decisions were made?
So throughout the pandemic, we have seen the city and the state somewhat at odds over these sort of rules, and today was an incredible example of it. So Dr. Arwady made her remarks at about 11 a.m., and then Mayor Lightfoot answered a question at the City Club of Chicago about what would happen with masks, and she said, well, I don't think masks essentially will be around for very much longer, but people should keep wearing them if they want to. And then Governor Pritzker at about 3 o'clock issued this new revised order, which threw everything into flux. And then about an hour later, the CTA announced that masks would no longer be required. So if that gave you whiplash, Brandis, you're not alone. That's a lot of changes for people to take in at a time when COVID cases are rising and people are worried we're at the brink of another surge.
Yeah, all in just one day. Glad you're following it for us, Heather Cherone.
Thanks, Brandis.
And you can read Heather's full story on our website. That's WTTW.com/news.